What are some guys' secrets girls don't know about? Many men have anxiety and/or depression, but we will not talk about and will get moderately annoyed at you for bringing it up. A lot of women don't understand that it takes us a lot longer to figure out how we feel about something than most women. Give us time to process, and we'll bring it up if and when we want to talk about it. But, don't try to push us to be emotional, since most men aren't as driven by feelings as most women. I had a girl tell me that my haircut looked nice. I've kept that same haircut for 4 years since then. Dude, I got a compliment about some shorts I was wearing that I was unsure if they looked good or not. Those are now my favorite shorts. Sometimes we use the stream of our pee to try and clean poop stains on the bottom of toilet bowls. Chaotic good. Ever try to buzzsaw through a turd via power piss? It's not that we can't take hints, we are just afraid of looking too far into something. If someone is flirting with me, I have the dilemma of, is she actually into me or is this just how her personality is? Exactly. 1. Take the hint and it was what we thought, good, flirting successful. 2. Take the hint and I was wrong, relation with her ruined, entire group shames me until the heat death of the universe. Edit, I didn't meant my friends shame me, but other people more close to her will for sure. Boners don't automatically mean arousal. That will never be said enough. Edit, I hate this comment simply because it made me miss my 69,420 karma mark. True. Most of the time I'm not even aware of it happening. Until you move slightly and suddenly your gentleman's sausage is in the most uncomfortable position ever. If you want something to happen between us, you gotta meet us halfway. If we're not making a move, we are probably doing our best to not f it up. When girls don't do anything and expect us to just take charge, like I got no problem long as I have some form of acknowledgement that you are down for that. Nothing equals no for me. I like hugs. You monster, I bet you like hand-holding too. The occasional longer stride to attempt to inconspicuously adjust our balls. If inconspicuously means doing some sort of Russian dance, then you're right. Rah-rah Rasputin. We don't get the hint. Saying I almost broke my neck in the driveway is not the same as asking us to shovel it. In my mind I'm thinking, thanks for the heads up, I'll be careful. Subtle hints do not work, obvious hints do not work. Anything short of spelling it out ABC style will not work. When I try to pick up on hints I get it wrong almost every time. I'm not staring at you, I'm zoned out thinking about how I'd start a brewery in medieval England whilst my eyes just happen to be facing your direction. That awkward moment when you zone back in and you are staring at someone you don't know that wasn't in front of you a moment ago, and they are looking back at you. Sorry, I was wondering if I could conquer 12th century England with a single firearm and zoned out. We desperately want you to toss us things instead of just handing them to us. Oh good. I throw stuff at my husband all the time and often wondered if I was being silly. Now I wonder if I should throw even more stuff. The desire to touch the top of the door frame is a primal one. I can't understand it, I just do it. P shivers. I've never felt so connected to my fellow man than knowing every guy in the world understands these 2 words. Our aim isn't bad, it's just sometimes a weird spray. There's bloom. When you ask what are we thinking about and we say nothing, we really mean it. Never underestimate a guy's ability to not being thinking about stuff at all times. It took my girlfriend, now wife, years to accept this as truth. It is 100% accurate that I am often literally not thinking about anything. When people come crying to us, our first inclination is to fix the problem. Since this is, often, not possible, lead with something along the lines of, can I vent for a minute? Or anything that signals to us this is just a time for active listening, rather than a problem-solving session. Compliments will last for weeks, months, even years. Guys are crazy for a simple "you're hot" or "you're really handsome" or something with their personality or looks. I still think about the cute girl at that takeout place telling me I have nice eyes. That was a year ago. No, I'm not lonely, why do you ask? Sometimes we like to be the little spoon. If the big spoon is smaller than you, it's called a jetpack. I don't know if you just made this up, but I love it. I spent an hour or so this morning reading about fighter jets, then dozed off and dreamt that I was a pilot. Then I remembered a cool folder I had once with a T-Rex flying a fighter jet on it. I laughed out loud at that memory, and when my wife asked why, I said not to worry about it. Then I laughed again because I thought about a T-Rex trying to fit in at flight school. My wife and I are now fighting because she thinks I'm hiding something. We're really not that mysterious, sometimes we're just laughing at a T-Rex trying to take notes on wind speed and lift. If we have a goofy hobby and you take interest in it, even the slightest, we love it. I'm a big gamer, and my wife, who also games but not the same ones I play, will often watch what I'm doing, ask about the game, and generally take an interest. Her saying, "Oh, are you looking forward to Anthem?" is really cool, and I appreciate her interest. It's be so easy for her to pay no attention, and her doing so makes a big difference. We really do think your hair is good. It looked good before and after you got a haircut. It looked good curly and it looked good straight. It looked good when you woke up and when you made it. As long as it's shaped like the hair we gave girls on stick figures when we were 5 years old, we think it looks good. I wish more girls understood that. My hair is a mess, I know it is, and I think that's f***ing adorable. Please just be cute. When we want to be alone, it's not that we don't want to be around you, it's that we don't want to be around anyone for a bit. I get this one way too well. I go through bouts where I just don't want to talk to anyone regardless of how close we are. How often we fantasize about saving the day from terrorist attack or something. Yep. I'm the world's greatest action hero, in my own head. I've saved numerous aircraft, boats, family members, and beautiful women, in my own head. We feel a great social pressure to be strong, less emotional, carry others, make money. A lot of times we don't know how to. And we're scared. But we know we're not supposed to be, and we know we're not supposed to ask for help. So we get stressed and angry. Edit: this is not an anti-women comment. Men do it to men. Women do it to men. Institutions do it to men. If you're blaming women for feeling pressure, you're part of the problem. If we tie down anything in the back of a pickup truck or trailer, it's physically impossible for us not to stand back and say that's not going anywhere. This is shockingly accurate. Might even be accompanied by shaking the object a bit, and looking at your friend for confirmation that he also saw how much it's not going anywhere. The nod. When you see a guy you don't know, or kind of know but don't really know well enough to talk to walks by, you give a subtle nod of your head, which they return. I talked to my wife about it and she confirms that women do not do this, but that they sometimes smile instead. Edit: because it keeps coming up, some girls also give the nod. Typically, an up nod is for your friends, and a down nod is for strangers or less than friends. This could subconsciously have to do with the baring or hiding of the throat. Thanks everyone for the comments. Edit 2, some women nod also, I have been told. No need to add another identical comment. When we come home from work, we could use some downtime to do nothing. The car ride home does not count. Give us 20 to 30 minutes without unloading. This may be true for everyone, but having a moment to just be dormant on your couch or in front of the TV lets our body and brain say, work is over and you can put it behind you. We all know who killed JFK. Dude, WTF, check the bro code section 4, chapter 3, line 2. We're never meant to talk about that. Bunch of snitches in this thread.